Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nurhali Kanang Fawas. I am from University of Alauddin Makassar. Today in this video, I will make about final test project for the subject of phonetics and phonology. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahirrahmanirrahim. Wassalatu wassalamu ala mursalin. Rabbi zidni ilma warzuqni fahma amin. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wa hlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Arrahmanirrahim. Maliki yaumiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdinas siratal mustaqim. Siratal ladzina an'amta 'alaihim ghairil maghdubi 'alaihim waladdallin. Amin. Okay guys, for the efficiency time, let's go to the question number 1. The question number 1 is, what did you know of language, phonetics, and phonology? Describe their relationship. Phonetics and phonology. Phonetics is the study of human sounds, and phonology is the classification of the sounds with the system or particular language or language. Phonetics is divided into 3 types according to the production: articulatory, transmission, acoustic, and perception, auditive, of sounds. Phonology is often defined as to the cognitive aspects to sound structure and sound patterns, while phonetics is understood to be physical implementation of the structure and patterns. Okay, next we are going question number 2. Question number 2 is, what are the functions of phonetics in teaching English pronunciation? In my opinion, the function is learning phonetics. It helps recognition both familiar and unfamiliar sounds, improve pronunciation skill, and develops autonomy in words and sounds recognition. Next, number 3. Number 3 is, what are the functions of phonology in teaching English? Describe your answer. Okay, my answer is, according to JARA 2012, states that phonology refers to patterns of the phonetic element used in the phonological form of meaningful entities of language. How the sounds function to form meaningful entities in language is reflected through pronunciation. How the sounds function to form meaningful entities in language is the reflect through pronunciation. Okay, next we are going to number 4. Question number 4 is, what are contrastive and non-contrastive sounds in phonology? Describe your answer and give example. Okay, the answer is, contrastive is how to indicate that two words have similar pronunciation which only differs in one sound. For example, the word pin and sin. Non-constructive. To understand about unconstructive, we must know what a allophone. Allophone is the sounds of variant of the same phoneme. Example phoneme is T. The words stop and time. Okay, next we are going to number 5. Curzon and Adams 2013 classify phonological rules into 7 major types of phonological rules. Explain 3 of them. Okay, I will explain. Assimilation. First is, assimilation is one of phonological rules which explain how a certain sound changes to become more like another sound its immediate phonetic environment. Insertion is the third type of phonological rule where an extra sound should not present in slow speech in added between two other sounds in a word in rapid speech. Metasis is one of the phonological rules that occurs when two consonants in a syllable are placed in different order or the position one of consonant is replaced by a vocal sound. So my answer is 3. I get the 3 point. Like first point is assimilation, insertion, and metasis. Okay, next we are going to number 6. What do you know of place articulation? Explain your answer and give example as well. Okay, place articulation is what is of articulation? Place of articulation. Well, place of articulation is how to mouth responsible for uttering a particular sounds which two speech organ works together in the production of consonant sound, ig, tongue, and teeth. There are 6 speech organs used to utter consonant sounds like the lips, the teeth, the alveolars, the hard palate, and soft palate or velum. There are 4 parts of the tongue like tip, the blade, the body, and the root. Okay, next, consonant sounds in American English be classified in 8 sounds. Okay, repeat again. Consonant sounds in American English can be classified into 8 sounds. Bilada, pa, pat, pa, fel, gla, like this. And bilabial sound like labiodental sounds, dental sounds, alveolar sounds, palatal alveolar sounds, velar sounds, glottal sounds, and labiovelar sounds. Next, number 7. Well, do you know of manner articulation? Explain your answer and give example as well. Okay, manner of articulation is how the sounds is produced. Manner of articulation describes two things that how the different organ speech interact to another one in producing consonant sound, and how the airflow is obstructed to affect the effective production consonant sounds quality. Okay, describe question number 8. Describe what you understand the following chart. My opinion is this is about suprasegmental sound. Stress defined as emphasized into the from loudness given to certain syllable in English words or parses. Syllable is a unit of pronunciation for words which is typically made up one of vowel sounds with or without surrounding consonant. Word stress a certain emphasis given to unit of pronunciation in individual words, not in the process or sentence. Next, question number 9. Describe the following terms concerning suprasegmental sound. Stress, syllable or stress, intonation, pitch and tone, and juncture. First, we are going to what is the stress. Stress is defined emphasis in the from loan given to certain syllable in English words and phrases. Stress syllable are commonly headstrong, loud, and long. In contact and trances, syllable are weak, short, soft, and soft. Some linguists call stress an accent. To see how stress is placed in English word, we can look up in the Standard Dictionary, which provides its IPA transcript, international IPA. To indicate stress, the symbol is given front of syllable, which means the syllable must be articulated longer or louder than other syllables. For example, the word garden is phonetically transcribed garden, in which first syllable ga is given to symbol. It means that the syllable ga must be produced longer than syllable den. Syllable. A syllable is unit of pronunciation for words which is typically made up of one vowel sound with or without surrounding consonant. For example, the word butter consists of syllable water, water. Then how many syllables do English words have? Here are some example English words with different numbers of syllables derived from the www.englishlanguage.com. The example of the English words have been split into syllables by using https Merriam-Webster.com. Word stress. Word stress is a certain emphasis given to a unit pronunciation syllable in individual words, not in phrases or sentence. As individual item of phrases or a sentence, each word has its own stress which is put on a syllable of the word. English short words usually have one stress, ig. In the word sample is two syllables like sample. The stress is placed in the first syllable, sample, sample. Longer words usually have to stress, primary stress and secondary stress, but secondary stress is always much smaller stress. ig in the word democracy has four syllables like democracy, democracy. The primary stress is put on the syllable ma, and the secondary stress is placed in the last syllable se. That the words democracy pronounced democracy, democracy. As important note about placing stress, there are many two syllables words in English which may be articulated to different ways, which stress plays change the part of speech of the word. Next, intonation, pitch, and tone. Intonation is known as the other type suprasegmental sound found in English. As for linguists, it is commonly described a rising, falling pitch change over a group words. Information is not used to distinguish between two English words, but is used to distinguish different types of sentence, such as statement, question, and command request. Intonation has two basic patterns of the high voice pitch, i.e., pitch rising voice, or low pitch falling voice. In other words, pitch is recognized as the voice pattern, and in intonation, and on other hand, tone trends to show how something is being said. It's more like an attitude rather than being a voice pattern. In our social interaction, we frequently hear someone speaking happily or angrily. Sounds of moods that one use is called one. Therefore, tone is also known as a pragmatic communication, which used to show speaker emotion by using different tones. The words in the sentence can have other meaning aside from the real original meaning of the words, tone, and intonation. Next, juncture. Juncture, speaking in normal conversation, frequently use connect speech and conscious counts of sounds. According to our teaching experience, most Indonesian learners give the first priority to repeat their speech without noting the articulatory precision of the sounds made, such as vowels and consonant sounds are not correctly made. Stress is not properly placed on a certain word syllable. Intonation pattern is imprecedently used, and words in utterance spoken without clear out borderline between them. Consequently, all the articulatory imprecision have made unnatural speech, which cause native English speakers encounter problems in interpreting their utterance. The first three problems have been discussed. The discussion of the section focused on the last problem, that is recognize clear-cut borderlines between words in connected speech, which is also known as juncture. Okay, we are to going the last question, number 10. The question is, how many consonant and vowel sounds can you find in the following words? Identify the sounds and what are the names. Sound is phonetic. For example, the word please eat pronunciation please is consists of three consonant sounds, is i.e. voiceless bilabial stop p and voiceless lateral l, voiceless al voiceless fricative e, and vowel sounds i.e. tense high from a rounded vowel e. Okay, first is paper. The plus paper. There are pronunciations like paper. And next, brother. There's two brother. Strike, dream, arrive, crash, them, general, general, and salary. Okay, I think enough from me. I'm sorry if I mistake, because perfections belong Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. And I say thank you to Mr. Dr. Kahrudin SPM Hum to give me the opportunity to deliver my video and listen carefully my video. And I say wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Goodbye.